So guys, boom, Xavier Booker has to be one of the names that I feel like has been floating around within these past couple of weeks. And I'm pretty sure I'm just like you. I'm just wondering, who in the wow is this man Xavier Booker? The fact that this man went from unranked, guys, I'm gonna repeat it again. This man went from unranked to being ranked as the second overall ranked player in the entire country in that 23 class, according to rivals.com. And just to name a few players that he's ranked above guys like DJ Wagner, Mikey Williams, Robert Dillingham, whoever your favorite player is in that 23 class. More than likely, if his name is not GG Jackson, Xavier Booker is ranked ahead of that player. And it's honestly crazy and very inspiring to me, the fact that this man went from unranked to being the second ranked player, because you watching this video, if you're still in high school, this could be you. I did not know who Xavier Booker was a couple months ago, but after seeing him in the news, people talking about him, people giving him the clout, people giving him the rankings that he deserved because he's been in the gym, it's honestly very inspiring to me. And like I said, this could be you could be unranked, and that just tells you all you have to do is really just put in the work, put yourselves in the right positions, and really showcase your talent whenever you get that opportunity. And I definitely feel like Xavier Booker is definitely an example of that. He's definitely one of the most fastest rising players in all of high school, and it's honestly crazy with the amount of offers that this man has actually gotten within these past couple of months. This man's getting offered from big time schools like TCU, Duke, Kansas, all the big time schools. And more than likely they've actually offered Xavier Booker, and you can clearly see, I'm not gonna lie, at first, for me at least, I didn't really take him too serious. And then when I actually sat down and evaluated and watched his game, I'm not gonna lie, he's actually better than I actually thought. And you can clearly see the potential in a player like Xavier Booker. You watching this video, I want to know your overall opinions on Xavier Booker. How good of a player do you think he actually is? Do you think he should actually be ranked as the second ranked player in the country? Just comment down below, guys, and let's get a great basketball conversation started. Now, who is this man Xavier Booker? Xavier Booker, like I said, is in that 23 class, and he attends Cathedral High School in Indiana. Most people don't know, but he actually led his high school program to a 4A state championship. Throughout that entire season, he averaged around 12.5 points, 6.7 rebounds, while also shooting 34% from three, which I think is honestly pretty respectable considering the type of player that Xavier Booker is. Like I said, he also went unranked to being the second ranked player in the country, and he's a 6'11", 205-pound power forward or center that has a lot of potential in his game and can do a lot of great things on the floor. I don't know, I feel like a lot of people really just haven't heard of Xavier just because he doesn't play on those big time shoe brands like the EYBL and the Adidas circuit. He actually plays for George Hill Indy, which isn't the biggest AAU team to play on, but I feel like whenever it's actually time to showcase his skill on the court, and no matter who he's playing against, Xavier Booker, I feel like, is gonna stamp his foot down and he's gonna bring his best effort, and he's gonna really exemplify the type of player that he is. At the 2022 Pangos All-American Camp, which features tons of top players within all of the classes, he actually won the overall camp MVP, and we really have to clap it up for this man Xavier, just because considering all the top athletes that's in this camp, the fact that once again, he went from unranked to even winning this entire MVP camp with guys like Mikey Williams and all these big time players at this camp. It definitely says a lot about the type of player that Xavier is. And after this camp, or even during or even before, he received so many offers and so many looks, just really showcasing his skill. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I know a lot of colleges are actually trying to recruit him. I also know that the G League has actually reached out to him as well, and he's actually said that he's definitely considering going to the G League as well. Hopefully he doesn't. I like players going to college. That's just me personally. I know the G League does develop these athletes into preparing them better for the NBA, but like I said, most of the players in the NBA right now, they went to college, so there's really nothing wrong with going to college to just develop your game or just get your notoriety out there. I feel like there's more notoriety and more eyes on the college game over the G League, but you know, to each your own. It really just depends on the type of person, the type of player that you are. Now guys, how good of a player is Xavier Booker really? If you were to ask him exactly on how he would actually describe his game, he would describe his game as a player that he's just an all-around big. He can provide anything for the team: shooting, being aggressive around the rim, defense, playmaking, whatever it takes to win. He's definitely down to do. In my personal opinion, I definitely feel like his height and his wingspan is really what separates him from a lot of these other players. And I feel like that's something that is very intriguing whenever these scouts are taking a look at Xavier Booker. The fact that he's 6'11", I don't know his exact wingspan, but I just feel like based on the eye test, you can clearly see that his wingspan definitely helps him, especially on the defensive end, and he really makes it hard for offensive players to actually finish around the rim. The fact that he's also that size and that mobile and has the agility that he has, and the fact that he will dunk on anybody in his way, especially with his skinny body frame as well. Guys, like I said, so much potential, and I don't know if this is a reach. I definitely feel like if he were to gain a lot more weight and got a little bit more physical, I honestly can see him being like a Robert Williams type of player. That's just me personally, but I want to know what NBA player you guys would actually compare him to. Now, what are some things that he definitely needs to improve on? I know he did shoot 34% from 3, but I definitely feel like his jumper, especially off the dribble, could use some work. I feel like just taking a look at his form, you can kind of see that it kind of does look a little off, but the fact that he already has that ability to take and make those shots occasionally, I definitely feel like that's something that really gives him a lot more points over a lot of these other players. Obviously, the body frame needs to improve. I know he is young, so I feel like as he ages and as he gets a lot older, he's definitely going to improve in that space. To me, he also looks like a very raw prospect that doesn't have those tools and tangibles specifically at the moment. I feel like he's a player that can just do everything well on the floor, but all those specific things just need a little bit more polishing in my personal opinion, but that's just me. How do you actually feel about Xavier Booker? Do you think he should be a top 5 player in the country? Do you think he should be ranked above all these big time players that we explained? The fact that he went from being unranked to being the person that he is now, we got to clap it up for Xavier Booker. Like I said, this could be you. Just keep working. If you're watching this video, stay patient, pray to God, and I promise you, your time will come. Made it to the end, please make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you guys want more videos like this, make sure to comment down below as well. And yeah, with all that being said, guys, thank you for watching, and it's been an episode of Juice Made TV. Peace.